Assalamu alaikum everybody. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to your favorite show, The Tuesday Show. I'm your host Ali Al-Far'i, and today we will be delving into a very important topic. But before that, let me just talk about an event that happened to me one time. I was walking and trying to order something in a restaurant, and I found out this guy in front of me was ordering a sandwich, and he received his sandwich, he ate it, finished it, and what he did? He threw it right on the floor. Such people, when you go and ask them, you know what the answer would be? It'll be someone else is going to come and clean it up for me. So that was just an event, but I think it's something that is happening all the time in different places. So I'm sure now you're aware of the topic that we're going to be covering. It's called sustainability and environmental responsibility. I'm not going to go any further with this. For that, let me invite a guest who is Amr Al-Barwani, General Manager, QHSSE Petrogas, and he will help us explore the core concepts of sustainability. For that, let me invite Amr Al-Barwani. So first of all, welcome, and thank you for joining us here.
Thank you, Ali, for hosting me. Thank you, much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you very much. Anyway, before we go any further with this, we need to see the other people's opinion on the topic. So for that, I want you to watch this video.
So one of the things that we do here in the office to keep the place green is that with the devices that we do not use anymore, we give it away to a company, and this company recycles the parts. Also, in my daily life is when I go grocery shopping, I do not use plastic bags. I use the recyclable bags or the tote bags.
In the part of the clinic, with regards to issue of sustainability and environmental responsibility, we practice a general waste and clinic segregation system. We have contract with BIA who collects the waste in monthly basis, and we receive those certificate or the proof that we are doing waste management system, which Ministry of Health normally audit it in yearly basis. And as you see, we have also a couple of plants in the clinic where we believe that having plants in the clinics improves health, air quality, it reduces stress, it improves your sense of well-being, it supports cognitive health at the same time, and improves environmental wellness.
One of the main practices that I do in the office is that I make sure that everything is turned off, such as lights, AC, and devices. And also, we are trying to use less papers and be more digitalized.
Welcome back, and welcome to you, Sheikh Amr.
Shukran, Ali. Thanks very much, Ali. Thank you.
So how's things with you? How's everything going on?
Alhamdulillah, all is well, alhamdulillah.
So I think for some people it will be a little bit confusing. Maybe they don't understand the term sustainability and environmental responsibility. What does it mean?
Okay. Basically, let's start. These two words, sustainability and environmental, they are interconnected. Okay. So which one should we start?
Let's start with sustainability.
Okay. Sustainability, basically, it's in a very simple way. It's meeting our current demand, our needs, okay, for anything, but we need to take care basically of the future generation as well. So we should not be like, بالعربي we call it أنانيين, okay? We just do things for ours, selfish, yeah? But we need to do it also for the future generation as well. So we need to take care of anything that we are doing it, we need to take care of the future generation as well. And so that is in the very simplest way.
I think this is something very important because we always tend to ignore that part, that at the end of the day, we're not going to live here forever.
Exactly.
We have our children, our grandchildren, and if we want them to suffer, welcome.
Yes, and we need to think of that as well. So that is it. Basically, it's a sustainability in the simplest way. If we talk about environment, responsibility, then that is basically, it is our commitment, okay, what we should do basically to protect our environment. So
Okay.
it's the actions that we are taking. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Simple things that, for example, is switching off the lights when we leave the
office or
offices.
the house.
Okay, how we control the ACs basically. So that is the simple ways, the environment. So you don't want to impact your environment. Yeah.
What about the use of papers and all this? Is
As
part
well,
of that?
as well. That is part of that as well. So because I don't know, maybe people they are not aware, but each paper that we are using, I think it's. I don't like to quote the numbers, but it's so many trees to just produce one sheet of paper. Yeah. So yeah. So if I remember the number right, it's in hundreds. I mean, like 150 trees or whatever. That
It's
So-
more than the fire that happens in the forest.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, so we need to be very careful, and that's why we have this digital now. Everything is digitalized. So you have people using laptops to write their notes. So whenever you just wanted to scribble anything, you just it's easy. Instead of throwing the paper away, you can just use your laptop or your the digital means of writing
iPads.
iPads. Yes, exactly.
And I noticed this thing happening even in some schools. I think they started using it.
In these days, yes, that is it is one of the elements of social responsibility is to provide that to the kids. Okay, so to train them, to educate them that this is the right way, rather than using the paper, provide them with those tablets and digital means of writing their notes.
So I think our students will not have any back problem like we used to have carrying those bags.
Very much, but it's a cost on us as well.
But then on the eyes.
But it's cost on us as well to buy. They're not
buy.
cheap, to buy those products. But again,
Yeah.
we should not compromise costs against the environment. Always, environment comes first.
Comes
So,
first. Yeah, that is
So-
true.
so-
And I hope that the companies can should take that into consideration, especially now we're in year 2024 and we've been talking about this long time
Yeah,
ago.
and we have a CSR department which they are taking care of these things.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the CSR department, that is basically they look into those kind of things.
So what do you think these are the key elements of this sustainability?
It's basically the key element is how we manage our waste. That's one of the key elements. Yeah.
Okay.
So you need to manage, for example, usage of plastic bottles.
yeah.
Okay. How many bottles do we consume daily? Okay. In the company,
Yeah.
in your house, the country. So this is one of the things, one of the elements that we need to take care of, to think about it. Maybe if I use one bottle, I think that I will not impact the environment. But it's not only me, it's me, you, and the others as well. So at the end, it's cumulative, and it's a big amount of plastic bottle that we're consuming. And and that is basically its impact. It does impact our environment. And the other thing is to reduce carbon footprint. Okay. Simple things, it's how you maintain your vehicle, for example. Okay, Ali. If you don't maintain your vehicle very well, what it will happen to the engine? It will start producing black smoke, and that black smoke, it does impact your environment.
Pollution.
Maybe, it will create a pollution, and maybe you think it's only me, but again, look at the entire population. How many people they do that? Okay, this is one of the things. Sometimes you'll find people are driving a car without any purpose. Just want to
Driving
drive
around.
for leisure. But that's also because you are producing some emission. Yeah. So things like that, we need to think about it as well.
So is the use of electric cars helps nowadays?
Yes,
Well,
that is one of the solutions.
But then again, you're using electricity. Is that fine?
But it's self-generating electricity, so it's not like you have a charger. Yes, but it's much better than polluting the environment. It's in terms of, as per the studies, it shows that electric vehicles are much better than the petrol or diesel engines. And the other thing is how we protect the environment, basically. We need to think of that as well. If you want to build a house, a plant, for example, road, we need to think of how we do those things. Yeah? Instead of just chopping the trees or whatever. So you need to think about that as well. How you do it, so you need to have a strategy, how you're going to do it, without impacting your environment.
Maybe try to find an alternative for that.
Yeah, basically one of the examples that I can give, I was just in I visited one of the country, in European country. They wanted to build a building, okay? So you'll find a big tree next to the building.
Yeah.
They redesigned the building so they don't cut the tree.
Oh.
Seriously. So the shape of the building, you can see it clearly that it has been done to protect the tree or to prevent the tree from cutting the tree. And the tree, of course, it's a quite old tree. It
Yeah.
has some history, but yeah, they took care of that.
Maybe they could have built it somewhere else.
It depends on the plot. Yeah, that's the plot they've been given, but they didn't want it. So this is one of the things that you need to do. And we have already said about the social responsibility as it. What is our responsibility in terms of the social? We need to engage, we need to educate, we need to raise awareness to the community. Yeah, those are the key elements, basically, I can say.
So I think now Oman is also heading towards that, and I think it's part of Oman's vision for 2040.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe if you can talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, basically Oman Vision 2040 is basically what they want to do is to strike the balance between the economic growth and how they protect the people and to save the environment, to protect for the better of the people of the nation. Okay, so this is the main basically objective of Oman Vision 2040. So yeah, they are doing a lot of things, good things that they encourage people to, for example, promoting economic growth.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things that they're working on it, doing it. And the other thing is, again, we have already discussed, I will talk about it, it's improving the well-being of people, to provide whatever, any means of improving the quality of the life in Oman. So this is the thing, the area where Oman Vision 2040 is focused on. And the other thing is, again, we have mentioned about protecting the environment. So yes, still we need to protect the environment. Whenever you do any development, it's basically you have to have a strategic plan for anything that we are doing.
Yeah.
To go back to what is a sustainability. It's basically to meet our current demand, but without impacting the future generation. So that is one of the elementary things. So this is basically the Oman Vision 2040 in short.
So now I think that's because it's the vision of the country.
Yes.
Now let's bring it down to the companies.
Yeah.
What do you think the company's role would be towards this?
Okay, companies basically, they need to raise awareness to its employees. Okay, the employees needs to be, and this is one of the tools that we are using. Okay, and I hope that by end of today's session, I will be able to raise that awareness to make people aware of what they are supposed to do. Yeah, and the very simple things as we've discussed. I mean, sometimes you'll find people leaving their offices at the end of the day, they don't switch off their lights. Okay, so it's a simple thing. You just go and switch your lights before you leave the office. You'll find people setting their aircon system, okay, at a very cold, and they are freezing, but still they don't want to turn it off. Or they will, instead of turning off, they will open the window so they can get that heat compensate. So the company has a role to play when we do any project, any projects. Okay, we need to think again in the longer term. How are we gonna do it? This project, okay, we design a project in such a manner that it will not impact, in long term, it will not impact the environment. So this is one of the things that we need. The company needs to start thinking of innovations that it will promote sustainability. Yeah. So things like we're coming with new innovations, again, that it will last long and without harming the environment. So those kind of things that the company can do, they encourage the people, raise awareness, think of, have a proper strategy of the new projects that are coming. Yeah. Very simple thing, I mean, Ali, is when you build a new offices, for example, or new building, you need to start thinking of sustainable way. Okay, for example, put home automation to switch on the lights automatically. When there's no movement, the lights will switch. The air conditioner system, the ventilation system. So all
Maybe
those
solar energy.
solar
I guess.
energy. Yes, exactly. So this is the thing that the companies and us we can do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's we're talking about the company level,
Yeah.
and you actually also brought it down to employees that an employee should maybe be
Contribute.
contribute at least turning off the lights,
Yeah.
which I spoke at the beginning. Is we always have this in our mind that someone else is going to do it. I
Yes.
don't have to turn off the light.
Yes.
There'll be a person who's going to do that.
Absolutely.
That's his job.
Yes.
So I think that type of mentality, how can we, let's say, polish it in order so that they can work towards the sustainability?
As I said, we need to engage with employees. We need to
Mm.
engage them. We need to educate them. We need to raise their awareness on doing that. Okay. Poster signs, for example, when we go to ablution to do wudu, okay,
Mhm.
you see people there open water in full, and then they will
Yeah.
leave the water running without.
Mm.
So those kind of awareness that maybe just a simple poster can
Can do a big job.
Exactly. Yeah. If you are in the, for example, in the pantries or whatever, yeah, I would change from using the plastic bottles to usable bottles, for example.
Mhm.
And that is one of the projects that we are planning to do in our company here. So those kind of things which will raise the awareness to the employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think many people have tried that part, replacing the plastic bottles
Yeah.
with bottle, but it did not sustain, I would say.
That's what I've said earlier, in Ali, when
Mm.
I've said what is environment? It's commitment. We need to commit
Exactly.
to the things. Yeah. So if you don't have a commitment from top to bottom, then yes, people will. It will be very difficult to change. People are very difficult to change.
Mm.
Yeah. But
Gradually.
gradually it will happen. Yeah.
Mhm.
But we need to again sometimes we need to enforce that. Yeah. For
Yeah.
example, if you don't provide those are small plastic bottles. Okay?
Yeah.
Just provide the 5-gallon bottle so people they can go and refill their
The
usable bottles.
The usable bottles.
Yeah, so that's those kind of things that will help to.
So
to
you
do
can
the
you
job.
can use some kind of rewarding approach
It is
to help and support.
you don't want to always to
Not
encourage
always, so they
rewarding,
become
yeah,
greedy.
but people it should be a culture. It should
Yeah.
be people should be
Within.
ready to from their heart, yeah, that
Yeah.
they want to change. And at the end, it's not us. We need to think of our kids, our
Yeah.
grandkids. So we need to provide that life for them as well. As we said, and yourself, you said, we should not be selfish. We need to think of
Yeah.
future as well.
I think because now we're still thinking about this sustainability, saving the environment as volunteering job.
Yeah.
I think until we reach to a stage where we think that it should be part of our life and we should take care of it. Otherwise, if it's just a volunteer, that means some people will do, not everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. But again, there is a part for the authorities to play as well. For example, if we encourage people to switch from a petrol car to electric car, then we
Mm.
need to provide the stations for that.
Yes.
So it's not only us, but also there's a authority needs to play, and companies as well
Companies.
needs to play that role to encourage people to do that,
Yeah.
to start thinking of But if you just leave it to people, of course, it will be very difficult to change because sometimes changing it can be costly.
Yeah.
But there need to be some encouragement and education and raise awareness why we are doing these things, why we want to change, why we need to go to sustainability, and protect our environment. So those kind of things.
So, Sheikh Amir, what is your last message to the viewers?
To the viewers, basically, again, as we have said, I mean, you need to think of the future of this planet. It's not just us, but there are so many other new generations are coming after us. Some of you may be already married, you have kids, and you need to think the future of your kids. So so we need to start thinking of that. So whenever you do anything, for example, we've discussed about building a house. So if you start building a house, if you want to start build a house, then you need to think how you should build to be a friendly house. Material that we are going to use to build that house. If possible, use a reusable or recycled material to use the houses. Reduce plastic usages, for example, bottles. To buy a reusable bottle, it's not costly. Yeah? You can get it for cheap, and there are many designs, and something that it encourages people to go and get them. Yeah. So instead of using your plastic bottles, use those kind of things. If you, as soon as you leave your office, make sure that you switch off the lights. Control the air conditioning units in your houses, in the offices. For example, if two guys are living in the same area, instead of everyone come with his own car, if you can do it, just commute with the one car instead of using the two cars, and you're coming at the same time and living at the same time and you're going the same area. So you can, this kind of changes that...
You'll be saving money.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes, yes, yeah. So just think this way of thinking. I mean, how are you going to do it? How you can protect the planet? Yeah. Try to use the thing that you wanted, and you know that, for example, reuse of material. Make sure that, yes, unless if I don't have any other option, then I'll go and get material, new material, basically. But if you can reuse it, then better go for that. Yeah. So this is Ali, my advice to myself, first of all, and to the others as well.
Yeah.
We know changes, it's not easy,
Yes.
but with our commitment, we can make a change, and we can save our planet.
Yes.
Yeah, we have seen climate change, Ali, and maybe people underestimate it, but this is one of the reasons.
As a result, it happens.
Exactly.
So hopefully it doesn't go to the next level, inshallah. We will try to cover it up.
Inshallah.
Thank you very much, Amir Barwani, for the insightful messages and advice.
Thank you.
We will take this, inshallah, into consideration. So creating a greener future requires both collective and individual effort. Companies must lead by example, but employees have to also play a big role in this. Thank you very much. Thanks again, Amir. Welcome back. Now let's move to the very exciting moment, the Tuesday contest. And for that, let me invite our contestants from UES and Mawarid. Please join in. So welcome to you all. Let's start from your side. So what's your good name?
مؤنس الزجاجي.
مؤنس الزجاري.
فيصل الندابي.
فيصل الندابي.
سعيد الحارثي.
سعيد الحارثي. نعم.
كريشنا.
كريشنا.
سعيد الحجري.
سعيد الحجري.
وصل ذهلي.
وصل ذهلي. نعم. So let me first give you the rule of the contest. I think I've already shared this before, but let me just repeat it again. I will be asking each group 4 questions. So you will have 4 questions and 4 questions. When I ask the first question, if you answer it, we'll move to the second question to you guys. If you didn't manage to answer, what will happen? That same question will be moved to you, and you will answer it. If you answer it, fine. If you were not able to answer, I'll ask again. I'll give you 3 options, and then we'll do the same until we finish 8 questions. After that, there's a stage, we call it rapid fire, where I will ask a question, and all you need to do is ding, ring that bell. Can you test it? Okay, it works. So I think better to put it in the center so everybody can get the chance. If I ask the question and you know the answer, immediately you have to ring the bell so that you get the chance. But then if you don't answer, we'll move the question to the other guys, and so on. Each answer will have 1 point. And if you look there on the screen, you will see the points. Now we are 0. Once you get the point, those who get the higher point will be the winners. Those who don't get you're still winner because you have participated. Very important, when you answer a question, don't just answer yourself. You have to agree on that answer. So you don't come back and say, that's not the answer I was supposed to ask. So you don't fight. Okay, this goes for both of you. And please, audience, don't help. Okay. Very important thing now. Before we start, we will do a coin tossing, but in a very sustainable way. So I'm not going to use coin. What I'll use, there's a software where I have put UES and Mawarid. And let's see who is going to start first. Okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's turning. UES. So we'll start with UES. Don't be so happy just because you're the first people. Who knows? Okay. Let's start with the questions. The questions are, which planet is known as the red planet?
مريخ.
مارس.
Go ahead.
They have timer also? There should be a timer.
Go ahead. أقول لك المريخ كيف. Okay.
Mars. Mars. Correct. Okay. Let's move to the second question now, you guys. Okay, so I think the timer, how much time do we have for each? 15 seconds. 15 seconds, you have to answer within 15 seconds. Which is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature?
Mercury.
Time starts.
Mercury.
Mercury? You guys sure? Correct. We got smart people here. Okay. For you now, UES. Which city is considered the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world?
Can you repeat that again?
Okay. Which city is considered the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world?
What do you think?
مش تحسب أعطيها هذا أي شيء ذهبت إيش يقول؟
Time is up.
Okay.
The question goes to you, the same question. Which city is considered the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world?
Haifa in Palestine.
Haifa.
I think it's Haifa in Palestine.
Is it? Haifa in Palestine. Wrong. Okay, the same question, I'll give you options now. So it goes to you first. Is it Damascus, Athens, Rome, or Jerusalem? Damascus, Athens, Rome, or Jerusalem?
Jerusalem.
Yes, agree, all of you? Wrong. Damascus, Athens, Rome.
Athens.
Let's go for Athens.
Yeah, Athens.
Athens. Wrong. Okay, the answer is Damascus. So we move to the next one. Still 1-1. Okay, now the question goes to you guys.
Get half point because we were close.
You're close, huh? Yeah, you need a visa. Which blood type is known as the universal donor?
O positive. O positive.
It's positive or negative.
Okay,
O positive.
halfway.
Is it our cook?
Yeah.
Oh,
O. Is it O plus, O minus? O positive. Wrong. Which blood type is known as the universal donor?
O minus.
O minus? You sure?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Sure.
You all agree?
Go ahead. Yes.
Correct. It's O minus. Okay, we move to them now. It's your turn again. Which painting is considered the most famous in the world? Painting.
Painting.
Which painting is the most famous in the world?
Painting. أيوة صح موناليزا.
Huh?
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa? You sure? Are they sure? Correct. It's Mona Lisa. So now you're 3-1. Which Italian explorer is credited with discovering the New World in 1492? Italian explorer credited with discovering New World.
Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus. صح غلط صح yes correct that's right okay 2-3 so you're 2 you're 3 now it's your turn which Arab city is known as the bride of the Mediterranean the bride عروسة of the Mediterranean
Arab city.
yes Arab city you have any doubt it's not Arab city
روح خلاص طيب روح.
your time is up you have to say
Jeddah.
Jeddah. No. Okay, it's your turn. Which Arab city is known as the bride of the Mediterranean?
Mediterranean, we have cities in. Say something.
Let's go with Tripoli, Libya.
Wrong. Okay, I'll give you options now. Is it Beirut? Is it Alexandria? Is it Tangier? Tangier, huh? Tangier. Or Tanja?
بيروت.
Beirut? Wrong. Alexandria or Tangier? Yes, no, yes, no.
Let's go.
Say Alexandria.
Say
Say it.
Alexandria.
Alexandria? You sure? Or Tangier?
Yeah, Alexandria.
Correct. It's Alexandria. Okay, so 3-3. MashaAllah. And how many questions left now? Whose turn is it? It's your turn. It's your turn. Easy question. Very easy. It's actually very easy. What is the first mosque built in Islam?
Masjid al-Haram.
Masjid al-Haram. Haram عليك.
Masjid Quba.
Masjid Quba. There is one in Al-Khawd. That one? No, okay. Masjid Quba. Correct. That's correct. So now 4-3. 4-3, yes, 4-3. Now your turn. Okay, we have how many questions left? Khalas, I think we're already done. MashaAllah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're done. I think now we will move to the round fire. Rapid fire. So, to the rapid fire. Get your bells ready. Look at them. Which boxer was known as, by the way, before I continue, if I ask a question and you ring the bell, I will stop. I will not continue. So be careful. Which boxer was known as the greatest and the people's champion?
Muhammad Ali Clay.
Muhammad Ali Clay? Yes, correct. Correct. Okay, 5-3. Guys, what is the name of the first Islamic coin that was minted? MashaAllah. Let's see.
Dinar.
Which dinar? Islamic dinar. Yes. Wrong. Almost close. Name of the first Islamic coin that was minted.
the name of the Khalifa.
Huh?
Name of the Khalifa or the Islam.
I will not give you any option. Just tell me.
It was
Time.
Abdul Malik bin Marwan.
Dinar al-Amawi.
Yeah?
Al-Imawi.
Yes, the Umayyad. Umayyad dinar. That's correct. See? Yeah, 4, 5. Now, let me check this question. What is, you have to be fast, what is the national sport of Japan? They rank first.
Karate.
Karate! Wrong.
Taekwondo. Judo. Is this Somo?
Is it Somo? It's Somo, correct. Now you're 5-5. Well, let's make this the last question. Whoever answers is a winner. What is the largest lake in the world by surface area?
Go ahead.
Yes, US.
العرب ما أعرف. Go ahead, just.
Your
Go.
time.
Lake Victoria.
Lake Victoria. Is it Lake Victoria? Yes, correct. That's correct. And and we know who the winner is. So the US is the winner. But for you guys, don't worry. I don't want you to be upset. So we have gifts for you. And for UES, inshallah, you will move to the next level. And you will get prize there, maybe. If you lose. If you win, it's a better prize. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And now let's move to our big, great public over there. And we'll ask you a question and see who is the winner. Okay, my question to you is, what is the oldest known irrigation system in the Arabian Peninsula? You hold on. Let's see these guys over there at the back. Some of them. Okay, we'll let even the competitors compete again. It's fine. So if you know the answer, you can raise your hand. You have the answer? The Falaj system. That's correct. 1 more point for him. Okay. I think with that, we have completed the contest. As we wrap up today's episode, let's remember that sustainability is not just a buzzword. It's a way of life. By making small, consistent efforts in our workplace and personal lives, we can create a positive impact on the environment and in the future of our planet. Thank you very much. Until we meet again, your host, Ali Al-Far'i. Assalamu alaikum.